New York Times, federal prosecutors yesterday ordered President Trump's inaugural committee to turn over documents to see if any foreigners illegally donated to the committee. Not me. I'm Joe Baseball from Houston, Texas. Gaddy up.
Apparently, if he doesn't get the funding he needs, he has a plan B, because he tweeted, "We will build a human wall if necessary." A human wall? You thought getting called up for jury duty was bad.
He negotiated himself down from a concrete wall to a steel barrier to a fence to a human wall. Who are the humans in the wall anyway? Are you and your weird sons going to go down to the border and play Red Rover? President Trump delivered his State of the Union address tonight. The president was interrupted 105 times by applause and once by Robert Mueller.
Throughout the speech, Trump stuck to his teleprompter most of the night. His staff tried to keep him focused on the prompter by adding a bouncing cheeseburger.
He spoke for longer than he was married to Marla Maples.
During the State of the Union address, Republicans broke out into chants of USA, USA, said Betsy DeVos, "I was told there would be no spelling."
But it was a historic night. Trump gave his speech in front of the most diverse Congress ever. It was so diverse, Trump was like, "Oh, God, the caravan is coming from inside the house."
Many women wore suffragette white to tonight's State of the Union address, while the president wore angry tangerine number 6.
Trump showed up in the House and walked up the aisle. One lawmaker tried to get him to autograph his hat. Did you see that? Take a look at this.
And he's got people in that room who've already called for an impeachment.
He's got his Sharpie there.
He's going to be presiding over divided government.
Trump was like, "The only thing I'm stopping to sign are boobs."
Just get a copy of the speech. They released a copy, and right now we're having a researcher fact-check President Trump's speech. Let's take a look at him.
But while Trump spoke, one side of the aisle kept applauding while the other side sat in silence. Trump was thinking, well, it reminds me of my wedding day.
You know, there's this tradition of the First Lady. The First Lady gets to invite a guest. That's a big deal at the State of the Union. Do you know who First Lady Melania Trump's guest is going to be at the State of the Union? Do you know this? This is true. An 11-year-old boy who got bullied because his last name is Trump. Yeah, I know. I felt bad for the kid, too, until I found out he declared bankruptcy 10 times. And
Inviting this kid is a pretty savvy move by Trump, right? It combines two major goals of his family. Melania's campaign to stop bullying and Donald's campaign to replace Eric. Now,
going to be peace and legislation. There cannot be war and investigation.
And it was like, if you want a president with orange color, we must get rid of Robert Mueller.
We must choose between greatness or gridlock, results or resistance, vision or vengeance, incredible progress or pointless destruction.
Soup or salad, paper or plastic, Ross and Rachel, Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose.